Alright, what's going on everyone out there on YouTube? NES Roller, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time around, I'll be checking out another film that was sent to me to review by Arrow Video. You can pick this up on March 22nd at all your favorite retailers. And it is a film from 1986 from Japan. First time here outside of Japan, released on home media. And that is a film titled To Sleep So As to Dream. This is a really interesting film. You know, I've never heard of this. I think I've heard about the director when I was in film school. I know his name's Kazuo Hayashi. I botch his name like I do every time. And I remember reading that his films really aren't available here in the States, which is unfortunate. And this is his first film that he ever made, which is unfortunate because after watching this movie, I wish that some of his other films get a chance to be seen here in the States, because this is a really interesting and bizarre film with a Lynch-like aesthetic mixed with a silent film. Super, super interesting. So I'll just give you a plot real quick. Basically, we follow these two detectives. One day they are assigned a case by a man, and he tells him that they got this ransom letter on their front step, or this ransom tape on the front step, and we learn that they kidnapped this man's daughter, Bellflower. And basically from there, we find these detectives trying to hunt down the kidnappers, and along the way, there's more and more interesting things that have to do with silent cinema as the movie goes on. Super, super interesting. It's a basic noir movie, but it's entirely silent. It's all the dialogue spoken in this movie is done through intertitles, and the only sound effects that we have is the score and whatever sound effects happen in the real world that the characters are in. It's super, super interesting. So we never hear the characters talk, but if a phone rings on the desk, we'll hear that, or a song's playing in the background that they hear, we'll be hearing that. But everything that's spoken, we don't hear. So the things like the ransom on the tape, we hear that, but everything else that are outside of the main character's physical realm of, you know, inside their body, we don't hear. It's super, super, really interesting, and a super fascinating idea. And this movie is this, it's shot like in a zoo film. If you guys ever seen any of his movies, he uses a lot of static shots spread throughout this film. I mean, he pans a little bit here and there, which a zoo doesn't really do that often, but he uses a lot of long shot, static shots throughout this whole movie, and it's pretty reminiscent of Japanese films, silent Japanese films especially. Well, most Japanese films, you know, didn't have that kind of technology, but Japanese films of the time were a lot of time done with static shots and things like that. So he uses that to his advantage in this movie. And the transfers is really, really well done for a film that's never been released here in the States. It's just a really great looking film, all done in black and white. It's absolutely beautiful, and Arrow did a really great job with this restoration. It was done supervised by the director, so you know you're probably going to get something high quality if the director himself is supervising the restoration of this movie. So bunch of features on this. Once again, like most Arrows, we have a new commentary track from some Japanese film experts. We got an auto commentary track from the director and the lead actor, and then a whole bunch of interviews, new interviews with actors who were in this movie. And there's this weird thing. This one of our main actors, he loves to eat hard-boiled eggs. He reminds me of Edith from Pink Flamingos with his obsession of eggs. I mean, he just eats hard-boiled eggs the entire movie. It's very strange. I would assume there's some sort of hidden meaning to that, but it's super, super weird. Whenever he's on screen, he's always eating hard-boiled eggs, and I haven't really wrapped my mind around what that could be meaning, but it's very, very strange. So we got a lot of interviews with the actors and the original trailer, and that's basically about it. And the package, once again, very nice from Arrow. You got the disc with reversible cover art, and you come with this nice booklet that talks about the film and, you know, how it got made and what's the influences and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very happy that Arrow decided to include that in this release. I always love when companies have booklets. You can read more about the movies and things like that. So this is a really great, interesting film. I highly recommend that you guys pick this up from Arrow. Give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like as I watch it again in the future, I'll probably go up on my rating on that. But it's just a really weird film. And if you guys love Lynch, especially Eraserhead, you're definitely going to love this movie because there's a lot of homages to Lynch and Eraserhead in this movie. So it's quite good. I highly recommend you guys pick up To Sleep So As to Dream. It's a tongue twister on Blu-ray from Arrow Films. Hopefully they release some more of these guys' movies as the time goes on because I would love to see some more of his stuff. So that is my review. Thank you everybody for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Thank you everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your March, and I shall talk to you guys soon. See you guys.